Hello my Disney besties and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here then you've just made your way into the Disneyverse and I'm so excited for you to join me. And for our recurring guests, I'm more than happy for you to click back on this wild roller coaster of shenanigans that I get into on this channel so we can have some more fun together. As you can see, my hair is a mess because I just got out of bed because today I have no work, so I have decided to film a reset, summer reset, random reset for a cast member like myself. So hopefully this gives you some interesting things of what to do on your day off if you're not going to go into the park. Now it's time to mop. So originally I was gonna film pretty much everything, do a fast forward montage, make it super trendy, but I'm just gonna show you what I do in here, only because my roommate is outside, the living room area, and I am still very camera shy in front of my roommates. So I'm just gonna do it in here and then just imagine what I do with the rest, I guess. So the one thing that I do, maybe I'm a little excessive when it comes to it, but I like to sweep first. I like to vacuum, and then I like to mop. I know even my family says that's a little excessive, but that's me. And another thing, I have a Swiffer wet jet for my room only because I'm very territorial. That sounds bad, but I'm very territorial with my stuff, especially if it was expensive. This was the kit, so I got this and this. I like this very much. It's my baby, but my baby is off limits to everyone. I'm sorry. I sound bad when I say that, but it's true. So anyway, I use this for my room, and then I have a regular Swiffer mop where I buy the individual packets. So yeah, it gets the job done both. I just like this better. So yeah, about to do it. Oh wait, comment down below what your method is of cleaning, because I'm always looking for new clean hacks, because I am a total neat. I'm the kind of person where I walk into a room and know that something is missing or someone has moved it even an inch. No, it is. So another thing that I like to do before I mop or do anything that's wet related, I like to put on some socks, only because I don't know, I just feel like it works better for me. Maybe it's sensitivity, I don't know. I don't know the science. I'm done with my shower. So hair is still wet, so it's proof I took a shower. As you can see, I have naturally wavy hair, which I love. But it can get very afro-y, very frizzy, especially today. It's supposed to be 95 degrees, but humidity is supposed to be like 103 or 101 or something. Luckily, we don't work today. That's why we're doing this video. I was gonna leave it down to like technically give my hair a break, because since I do work in food and beverage, you have to keep your hair out of your face. Like, you have to have it up if you have long hair. I don't really have long hair, but it's like getting there. So, just my fit for today, just biker shorts and goofy shirt. After shopping, one thing I always like to do is organize my section of the fridge in my cabinet before I put everything away. I know it sounds a little extra, but it actually saves me so much time later. One of my biggest tips is to organize your food before you need it. That way you're not digging through a crowded fridge trying to figure out what you have. Another thing I like to do is keep dry food stocked up. Things like snacks, pasta, rice, peanut butter, etc., or whatever staples you normally eat. That way, if I have a busy work week, I don't have to keep making trips to the store. I also try to put the foods that need to be eaten sooner towards the front and the foods that last longer towards the back. It helps reduce food waste, and honestly, it saves money too. In living at Flamingo Crossings, it's really easy to spend your money on food when you're tired after work. So one thing I've been trying to get better at is making sure I always have food available in my room. If I already have something there, I'm a lot less tempted to buy something while I'm out. I like to think I'm a pretty organized person, and having an organized fridge and cabinet just makes life feel like a little less chaotic. Plus, future me is always thankful when something is easy to find. Next up, I packed all my editing equipment and headed over to the community center at Flamingo Crossing Village. One thing I'm really trying to get better at is staying ahead of my editing and not waiting until the last minute to put videos together. Honestly, if you're working and trying to build the content at the same time, one of the best things you can do is get a head start on editing whenever you have some free time. So that's exactly what I did. I sat down and worked on a few videos, and I think I ended up editing about 3 of them. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the enchanted bell so you don't miss any of those upcoming videos. After that, I decided to do a little meal prep for the week. I made a big batch of pasta, grilled some chicken, cooked some rice, and portioned everything into containers so future me doesn't have to think about dinner after work. One of my biggest goals while I'm here working at Disney is to be more intentional with my money. Late night shifts can make it really tempting to grab fast food on the way home, especially when there's literally a Wendy's right across the street where I live. I'm not even exaggerating here. So having meals already made is a game changer. It saves me money, helps me make better choices when I'm tired, and gives me one less thing to worry about before my next shift. Plus, there's something very satisfying Now, I might sound corny when I say this, but making fresh sheets on your bed is one of my favorite things to do when I reset. Most experts actually recommend washing your sheets every 1 to 2 weeks, but since I work long, active shifts at Disney, especially in the Florida heat, I like to wash mine once a week. Regularly washing your sheets actually helps remove sweat, body oils, and dirt that can wear down the fabric over time, while also keeping your bed fresh. So after a long day on my feet, there's nothing better than coming home and climbing into a clean bed. It's a small habit, but it makes a big difference. 7 at night, so that's why I'm kind of whispering. This portion, the other portion can be voiceover because I can't do this. My skincare, I've really been excited to show you my skincare because before working at Disney, I used to work at Ulta. I like to brag about that because I have a better knowledge of skincare and makeup and hair care. So basically, you can call me the guru of makeup or skincare, I guess. I don't know. So first thing that we're gonna do, put this thing on. Love. Where's my champagne and tips? Okay. Make sure it's like at your face. Here we go. Before I started working at Disney, I actually worked at Ulta Beauty, so I learned a lot about skincare, ingredients, and figuring out what works best for different skin types. Over the years, I've learned that my skin is pretty well balanced. It's not usually too oily or too dry. However, living in Florida is a completely different story. Between the heat and humidity, my skin can definitely get a lot oilier than it did back in California, so I had to adjust my routine a little bit. One brand that I found works really well for my skin is Peach and Lily. Obviously, everyone's skin is different, but if you have a similar skin type to mine, I highly recommend checking out some of their products. The first thing I do is get my face damped with cool water. Then I go in with the Peach and Lily Hydro Bubble Deep Foam Cleanser. I use it with a facial cleaning brush that I keep stored away when I'm not using it in a dry, small box, so no germs get on it and it can stay nice and dry. I like to really work in the cleanser into my skin and let it sit for a little bit before rinsing. It helps me feel like I'm getting a deeper cleanse, especially after spending all day outside in the Florida heat. After that, I go in with the Peach and Lily Ginger Melt Oil Cleanser. Now, I know hearing the word oil can sound scary if you have oily skin, but oil cleansers are actually designed to break down makeup, sunscreen, and excess oil on the skin. I generally massage it into my face and then rinse it off with lukewarm water because, as you may know, cool water actually opens up your pores and lukewarm water actually closes up your skin. Now, depending on how my skin is feeling, I either use my Peach and Lily Gel Moisturizer or one of my toning treatments. Since Florida is so humid, I tend to gravitate towards gel moisturizers because they're typically lightweight and don't leave my skin feeling heavy. Now, for the people that have dry skin, I recommend traditional moisturizers. Now tonight I'm using my Medicube toner pads. These come with a little applicator, which I love because it keeps the products more sanitary. I generally swipe the pad across my skin and focus more on areas that need a little extra attention. After that, I like to use my jade roller and my flat rock tool. Do they completely transform your face overnight? No. But I personally love how relaxing they feel, especially at the end of a long day. They help me slow down, unwind, and give myself a little more self-care moment before bed. Once my skincare is completely done, I brush my teeth and take my vitamins. Lately, I've been taking the Let Me Glow vitamins curated by Kim Kardashian herself. Now, to be honest, when I first saw these in the store, I wasn't generally convinced. But as soon as I took these, oh my gosh, let me just say, my life turned another chapter. These Pacific gummies are marketed towards hair, skin, and nails. I've also been taking an immune system vitamin. Now, I'm not a doctor and everyone's experience is different, but I personally noticed a difference between the vitamins since I started taking them, and they've become part of my everyday routine. And just like that, my reset day is officially coming to an end. Thank you so much for spending the day with me, whether you're here for Disney college program content, cast member life, lifestyle videos, or just because you enjoy hanging out. I appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed today's reset and chill day, don't forget to subscribe and hit the enchanted bell so you don't miss future adventures, park days, and behind the scenes Disney content. Until next time, have a magical day and take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!